The SUV market in 2026 is not simply slowing down, it is reorganizing itself. While dozens of models are piling up months of inventory, requiring aggressive incentives and still facing consumer resistance, a very specific group of SUVs is turning over quickly, some in less than 30 days on dealership lots. This does not happen by accident. In 2026, buyers are more technical, more cautious, and far less willing to take on mechanical, technological, or financial risk. The result is a market that rewards mature projects, reliable architectures, and product strategies that are well-positioned within the vehicle lifecycle. In this video, we will analyze 7 SUVs that are selling faster in 2026, not based on marketing or personal opinion, but on inventory turnover data, engineering decisions, powertrain type, and total cost of ownership. The goal here is not to say which SUV is better, but to explain why some models work commercially while others fall behind. 7th place, Honda CR-V 2026. In 2026, the Honda CR-V remains one of the mid-size SUVs with the lowest average inventory time, turning over in roughly 55 to 60 days and reaching volumes close to 40,000 units in recent sales windows. The average transaction price sits around $38,000, a level considered competitive for the segment given the amount of equipment delivered. From a technical standpoint, the CR-V is supported by a mature and fully consolidated project. The platform has gone through several refinement cycles, which reduces failures, stabilizes maintenance costs, and increases consumer confidence. In a 2026 scenario marked by high interest rates and more rational purchase decisions, this has a direct impact on inventory turnover. The hybrid lineup is one of the pillars of this performance. With combined fuel economy close to 40 miles per gallon, the CR-V delivers high efficiency without requiring charging infrastructure or changes in user behavior. This lowers the cost per mile driven and helps maintain lower depreciation levels, something that weighs heavily in purchase decisions at this stage of the market. The result is an SUV that does not rely on aggressive innovation or extreme incentives to sell. It delivers predictability in cost, use, and resale. And in 2026, predictability is one of the most valuable assets in the automotive market. 6th place, Lexus NX 2026. In 2026, the Lexus NX establishes itself as one of the fastest-turning compact premium SUVs on the market. With an average inventory time of around 50 days, volume close to 6,000 units in recent sales windows, and an average transaction price of approximately $51,000. For a premium model, this sales pace is considered high. The NX's commercial performance is directly tied to the mechanical configuration chosen by buyers. Conventional hybrid versions account for most of the demand, delivering combined fuel economy close to 39 miles per gallon without the need for external charging. In 2026, this is an important differentiator because it reduces operating costs without adding friction to daily use. From a technical standpoint, the NX benefits from what Lexus does best: conservative engineering with a focus on durability. The hybrid system is already widely validated, with a track record of low failure rates and predictable maintenance. This directly influences purchase decisions in a segment where many competitors rely on more complex systems that are still largely unproven over the long term. Another relevant factor is value retention. The NX maintains depreciation levels below the segment average, which lowers total cost of ownership and improves liquidity in the used vehicle market. In 2026, this factor carries as much weight as performance or onboard technology. In summary, the Lexus NX sells quickly because it delivers a premium package that minimizes technical and financial risk. It does not compete on extreme innovation, but on refined reliability, and this positioning proves highly effective in the current market scenario. 5th place, Toyota Corolla Cross 2026. In 2026, the Toyota Corolla Cross stands out as one of the SUVs with the lowest average inventory time in the entry-level range, turning over in approximately 35 days and reaching volumes above 20,000 units in recent periods. The average transaction price is around $31,000, positioning the model as one of the most affordable entry points into the compact SUV segment. From an engineering perspective, the Corolla Cross relies on an extremely rational architecture. The platform shared with the traditional Corolla allows for lower production costs, a well-known maintenance chain, and wide parts availability. In 2026, this translates into lower insurance costs, predictable maintenance, and strong acceptance in the used vehicle market. The naturally aspirated 2.0-liter engine, with roughly 169 horsepower, does not deliver sporty performance, but offers exactly what the target audience is looking for. Simple operation, combined fuel economy close to 32 miles per gallon, and a low probability of failures. In a scenario where many competitors bet on extreme downsizing or complex electrification, this simplicity becomes a competitive advantage. Another critical point is dimensional positioning. The Corolla Cross occupies the ideal space between subcompact SUVs and midsize models, serving buyers who want a higher driving position and urban versatility without the costs associated with larger vehicles. This precise fit explains its fast turnover, even in a pressured market. In 2026, the Corolla Cross sells quickly because it delivers the minimum required with maximum commercial efficiency. It is a product designed to reduce entry barriers, and this is directly reflected in its speed of sale. Fourth place, Toyota RAV4, 2026. In 2026, the Toyota RAV4 emerges as one of the most interesting cases of accelerated turnover, not only because of the product itself, but also because of its market timing. The model operates with an average inventory level close to 40 days, supported by very high volumes, more than 80,000 units in recent sales windows, and an average transaction price of around $37,000. Technically, the RAV4 is already a widely validated project. The mechanical architecture, especially in the internal combustion versions, is known for robustness, simple maintenance, and an excellent durability track record. The naturally aspirated 2.5-liter engine delivers roughly 203 horsepower with combined fuel economy close to 30 miles per gallon. Figures that may not impress on paper but are appealing precisely because of the low risk involved. The decisive factor in 2026, however, is strategic. The RAV4 lineup is entering an important transition phase with a definitive shift toward hybrid configurations. This creates two simultaneous movements in the market. Buyers who prefer traditional systems bring their purchases forward, while dealerships operate with greater commercial flexibility to accelerate the clearance of current inventory. This alignment between anticipated demand and portfolio renewal pressure drastically reduces the amount of time the RAV4 remains on dealership lots. In a market where real discounts are rare for leading models, the RAV4 in 2026 begins to offer an unusual combination of proven reliability and commercial opportunity. The result is an SUV that sells quickly, not only because of what it is, but because of what it is about to stop being. And in cycles of technological change, this type of consumer behavior is recurring. Third place, Toyota Highlander, 2026. In 2026, the Toyota Highlander remains among the fastest-turning midsize SUVs, with an average inventory time of around 25 to 30 days, volume above 9,000 units in recent sales windows, and an average transaction price close to $52,000. For a three-row SUV, these figures indicate consistent demand and low market resistance. The Highlander's commercial performance is strongly linked to its hybrid powertrain, which accounts for the majority of sales. With combined output close to 240 horsepower and fuel economy around 35 miles per gallon, the model delivers a difficult-to-replicate equation: full family space with controlled operating costs. In 2026, this balance has become decisive for families who drive long distances and want budget predictability. Technically, the Highlander does not try to be innovative. It relies on a hybrid system that is already widely validated, with a relatively simple architecture for the level of electrification employed. This reduces perceived risk, simplifies maintenance, and improves liquidity in the used vehicle market, factors that directly impact sales speed. In a scenario where many mid-size SUVs rely on smaller engines and more complex solutions, the Highlander sells quickly because it supports intensive use without excessive financial penalty. It is a product clearly aligned with the 2026 buyer profile. Second place, Lexus GX, 2026. In 2026, the Lexus GX transforms from a niche model into one of the brand's fastest-turning SUVs, with inventory time of approximately 30 days, volumes close to 3,700 units in recent snapshots, and an average transaction price above $80,000. Even at this level, demand continues to exceed supply. The core factor here is technical and structural. The GX uses a body-on-frame architecture, something increasingly rare in the premium segment, combined with a twin-turbo V6 engine producing roughly 350 horsepower, delivering greater efficiency than the previous V8 without sacrificing capability. In 2026, this creates a clear differentiator versus SUVs that merely simulate off-road character. From a functional standpoint, the GX offers full-time all-wheel drive, a lockable rear differential, and geometry designed for genuine off-road use. This generates long-term perceived value that is not dependent on design trends or larger screens. Added to this is Lexus's reputation for durability and historically low depreciation rates. The result is an SUV that turns quickly despite its high price, because buyers understand they are purchasing structure, not fashion. In 2026, this type of proposition finds a growing audience willing to pay more to reduce future regret. First place, Audi Q5 2026. In 2026, the Audi Q5 sits at the top of the list as the SUV with the lowest average inventory time in the market, turning over in approximately 20 to 22 days. Volume is more controlled, at around 1,200 units in recent windows, but the average transaction price close to $60,000 shows that sales speed does not rely on aggressive discounts. The main technical factor behind this performance is the product's position in its life cycle. The Q5 undergoes a deep update, with clear improvements in design, digital interface, software integration, and mechanical setup. The engine delivers roughly 270 horsepower, paired with standard all-wheel drive and a more responsive transmission, raising the model's dynamic level. At the same time, Audi operates with overlapping inventory of recent versions, which creates commercial flexibility without compromising premium positioning. For the consumer, this results in access to an updated product under more attractive conditions than normally seen in the segment. In 2026, the Q5 sells faster than any other SUV because it combines three factors that are rarely aligned: a refreshed product, high perceived value, and a genuine commercial opportunity. This combination reduces buyer hesitation and accelerates the purchase decision. In 2026, these SUVs sell quickly for a simple reason: they reduce risk. They are mature projects with electrification applied in the right measure, predictable costs, and clear positioning within the product lifecycle. In a market pressured by high interest rates and uncertainty, this matters more than aggressive innovation. Inventory turnover speed has become the best thermometer of the market. It shows where money is actually being invested. If this type of technical analysis helps you understand the automotive market, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment on which SUV you think will dominate 2026.